Yo, what's good everybody? Jordan here, back with another video, and in today's video I'll be reviewing and talking about a trade that I took last week on NzdUsd off of the 1 hour time frame, closing me with around 2R and totaling me with a little bit above $500. And something that I did want to pinpoint and spotlight on before we get into the details of the trade is the fact that, this is relatively a small trade, and commonly on YouTube you'll go around and you'll see trades that are a lot bigger than this. However, sometimes we forget and we skim over the fact that still $500, $550 is still relatively well in the market for 1 day of trading, especially if you're only there for a few hours. So with that being said, I just wanted you to keep that in mind and to know to keep it slow, keep it patient, and that if you do make something smaller than what you see online or on social media, just know that that's okay, and that won't be your wins forever, and that as long as you follow your strategies and your rules and keep them all under one point and just connect the dots like that, then you'll be fine, and those profits you'll see will start to increase as well like that. So I just wanted to get that in there before we got into the trade. So without any further ado, I appreciate you guys so much for watching this video and tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and let's get into it. All right, fam, let's get into it. So first and foremost, definitely not trying to make this video too long. I'm just going to show you guys what I look for, how I set it up, and then the risk to reward, and then we're just going to run everything like that. We're going to keep it straight, simple, and forward today. And we're just going to enjoy the day, grab a couple of notes, and we're going to get out of here. So first and foremost, what I'll try to look for in the market every morning when I come to the charts, and makes it relatively easy for me, is I like to look for an impulse move above structure, breaking either to the upside or the downside. This being the break of structure, the impulse breaking the structure, right? So say I wake up, I'm searching down my list of pairs, and I see this move happening here. One thing that I do know is I know that this is breaking structure. I know that this is breaking structure, and the fact that it is breaking structure, I know that it has to come back and retest. So I was like, okay, cool, let's leave it at that. From there, I will go to the daily. Most of the time, I'll probably just start at the monthly, and then I'll see what's going on there. So we'll move that over there. From the monthly, I see that we have some wicks here, an area of support down here. We've not yet reached all the way down there, but we did come back over here during the month of October. Came back up, retested these highs or these lows that we just broke, and now we're forming an area of support here. It could be comfortable. It could be a nice spot for somebody to start looking for some buys. So let's move to the weekly. We move to the weekly. We see this nice little double bottom right here. Okay. And if we know anything about double bottoms, man, if you've been studying, all right, we know that a double bottom is a reversal pattern going to the top side. So if we discuss what's the price action of a double bottom, we know that double bottoms, and you can follow my brush over here, it's like a W. We got the double bottom down here, wanting to retest to the neckline and then continuing upwards from there. So knowing that a double bottom is a bullish reversal pattern, I feel a little bit more comfortable in the smaller time frames to go in, after I see that 1 hour impulse. I can feel a little comfortable from the higher time frames to go in and there take that buy. From the daily, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really see too much on the daily other than this engulfing daily candlestick there. And at this point in the morning, I'm probably at the charts around, or not probably, I am at the charts around 6:30 a.m. Central Time. So this candle still, in fact, has 9 hours left to go in the day. So with that being said, and what I see from price action, I see a little bit of resistance here. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of a head and shoulders in this area. Still have to let this play out as well. However, I do see that there could be some potential to push to the upside and clear these highs here. Is it probable? We'll find out. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. From there, we flip to the 4 hour. I really don't see much here as well. Oops, let's get that out of here. And so from these areas, although I might not see too much from the 4 hour and the daily, higher time frame is always key. Higher time frame is always going to win. So if I'm at the monthly and I see some bullish price action off the monthly, and then I see some bullish price action off of the weekly, even though I don't see much bullish price action off of the daily and the 4 hour, I still got my move that signals that a buy could be ready if my rules are met. So from there, if you watched any of my videos, I love to say this: once I see the impulse, I fib the impulse, just like that. My rules are: I wait for price to come to the 382, and then I flip to the 15 minute. If price doesn't come down to the 382, then it really doesn't matter. I don't have to look at it, and I can stop wasting my time. Not only is the 382 is a hot level for me, and it's like a, it's like a signal, a red flag for me to start actually looking at the trade on the 15 minute, but it's also retesting these highs, these wicks, this structure, this upside that is just broke. So again, we know that once structure price breaks to the upside, once it breaks structure in general, it always has to come back, retest that level, create an area of support or resistance, and then take off from there, and it's going to do what it's going to do. So let's play it forward. We got one candlestick hitting the 15 minute. So from there, I'm automatically jumping to the 15 minute. We're going to erase this box right here. So from here off the 382, although price can come down to the 50 and the 618, either way, I'm looking for support to be formed in this area. When I mean for support to be formed, I mean for candlesticks not to start breaking below one another. I want for them to kind of create this floor, right, that it could kind of build solid foundation off of, and then continue to shoot on upwards. So the things that I like to look for within the price actions are breaks and retests. So if I can create some type of area and support, it can break above that high of the support, come back to retest it, then I'll feel comfortable while seeing that price action and be able to make my move. So from there, we see price comes to 382, we go to the 15 minute, flip. Say we come here, right? 45 minutes has passed pretty much. We're just looking at we're just continue to look at price action, continue to look at price action. It's like, we're here now, okay. From this area, we see that prices come down, boom, boom, boom. And if you look at it closely, let's erase the fibs, it's kind of looking like it wants to be a double bottom, right? So let's put the fibs back, let's play it forward. We get this next candle, boom, a nice engulfing candle. I'm not gonna lie, this was pretty nice to see. Not only was it nice to see because it closed strong above my ranges and above the areas that I was looking for, but it also broke this area here. Now, pretty small area in my opinion, but if you know what you're looking for and you know the rules that you would like to follow, then it makes it relatively easy just to follow these. And especially with data, back testing, it makes the job a lot easier. So from here, again, we see a double bottom. What we thought was going to be a double bottom, it turned out to be a double bottom. No, it's not perfect, but nonetheless, it's doing a double bottom type move, right? And if, again, we discussed the double bottom, we go here. Okay, we're going to go back. We're going to take this, right? We're here, boom, right? Price, after it breaks the neckline, will always come back to retest the neckline. And not only is it a neckline, but it is an area that has been broken of lows here, right? Making a new area of highs, if that makes any sense. In other words, it's breaking through an area of resistance, now making it a level of support in this area, in this region here. So from there, for my rules, once price breaks above the neckline, especially the price being at the 382 on the fibs, I feel comfortable with setting my buy limit, roughly around this area here, because it's the lows that it broke here, it's the highs and the neckline of the bullish pattern, reversal pattern that we love to take. And if I put my fibs back from here to here, I can run it like this. I can put my buy limit here, basically predicting or you're just looking for the retest to come back down, retest this area, which will trigger me in my buy. I'll put my stop loss here at 10 pips. I always have my take profit at the negative 72 on my fibs over here. And then from there, I just let it rock. Pretty much the work is kind of already done. The majority and the hard work, I think, in my opinion, is pretty much already done. So say I have this limit set, all I have to do is wait for price to either come down here, or if it does not see my limit and continues, I then can delete my limit, not worry about this trade any longer, because it's then considered invalid because price has now broken up, created a new high, created a new area support. Now it must retest this area and continue higher, leaving this range invalid and not being able to be tested. So I'm gonna put the buy limit back up here, and then we're gonna play it forward. Take profit, I remember this trade I actually targeted 30 pips, but for the sake of the video and the actual rules, I'll keep it here. We didn't do 13, did it right around there, and we're gonna play it forward. I'm gonna erase the fibs, and this candlestick here, this would have triggered me in my buy. We got a little bit of drawdown initially, not too much, not too bad, you know. I do like to leave the charts at this time just because I don't like to see price action go too crazy. But here, even though, you know, this is the price action that we love to look for, we love to see highs be broken, especially after, you know, 15 to 30 minutes after we make our entry. We like to see highs be broken. So this is a new high that's now being formed in a high that's been broken, and now it should be retested. So we're gonna erase this box. We're gonna play it forward. There's the retest, the close above, another retest, a close in the range, another retest of entry, and then boom, we skyrocket just like that. It's so quick, man. Sometimes I really don't even remember like how fast these trades even go, but nonetheless, that's the trade, and that's how I like to see things, and that's how I like to you know, really run my morning in my trade system. Just the fact that, you know, once I get that impulse, I'm able to know that, you know, we're looking for a break, we're looking for a retest. Okay, once we get that retest, we can then go into the 15-minute and still look for a smaller break and retest. The smaller break and retest being, you know, this area here. This is the smaller break and retest. So we already got the break and retest of the bigger structure. Now we're just going into the smaller time frame structure and looking for the break and retest within that. So if we take these away, we know that it's a double bottom on top of that. Now we're just kind of, you know, putting all of the pieces together and putting our confluences and confirmations together, and now we're just making all of this a lot more easier on ourselves, right? So from there, I'm like, okay, well, I see the double bottom, I see the push up. We already know that a double bottom is supposed to come back, break the neckline, retest. Why not feel so comfortable as to take that trade, bro? For the main part, you know, that's our trade right there, you guys. Again, I really didn't want to make this video too long. Also didn't really want to get off on like any tangents or whatever that's going to make the video any extra longer. But nonetheless, you guys, that's the trade. We always put our stop loss below the structure. Don't be like me. I tried to get too cute the other week and put my stop loss not below the structure, leaving me with not a lot of breathing room, and I just really wanted to lessen my stop loss, resulting me in risking a little bit more. But the trade actually stopped me out and then continued upwards and continued in the direction that I had planned for it. So yeah, with that being said, make sure you guys always follow your rules, and if your rules become your rules, do not break them. One break can, you know, snowball into another break of rules, and you really don't want that, because one day you may break your rules and that trade may go well, and then the next day you may break that same rule and then the trade may not go so well. And at that point, you're just like trying to figure out, well, damn, can I break my rules here? Can I break my rules there? Well, if you just don't break your rules at all, then you'll be fine, right? Yeah, easier said than done. But anyway, you guys, that's the trade. I hope you guys learned something from, you know, this video today. I'm gonna get out of here. With that being said, guys, write down a little bit. Make sure you guys get some notes. Hope that you learned something today here. Again, this was a trade on NzdUsd off of the 1 hour time frame. And yes, I will have more trades, and I'll have more videos that I'll be able to post up as soon as I'm able to take these trades. You really don't want to force the market in these. Being said, you guys, I appreciate you guys so much for watching this video once again. Please hit the like button. It'll help the algorithm a lot. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And that's it, you guys. I don't have much more to say. This is the trade. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you learned something today, and I'll see you in the next video.